Wow, that's like a 30-second delay.
Yeah, technical difficulties. It's always awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the YouTube is still showing 3 seconds left before it goes live.
Right? Well,
It's like, okay, Bruce, you got to hit the go button before this works. Oh, wait a minute. We're live. We better say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Bruce, who are you?
I am Bruce of Bruce's Eclectic World, and I'm the producer of this show. And that way is, on my screen anyway, is one of my hosts. Who are you?
I'm Jason from KRD, Klein Race Car Designs. And of course, we've got our good buddy down here, which would be my left, Paul. Paul, where are you from?
Paul, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday out there. Thanks for having me aboard, guys.
Yep. And of course, we've got our great guest right below me here. JT, you want to announce your channel?
Yeah, I'm JT from I Need My Garage Time. I'm out here in Houston, Texas. I hear in the heat. Hey, thank you all for having me on the show tonight. It's truly an honor to be on the show. I was definitely shocked. I had somebody reach out to me and say, "Hey, the guys over there at AMC, they trying to get a hold to you." I'm like, me? I'm like, me? But yeah, I definitely appreciate the invite, y'all.
Absolutely.
I got excited and forgot to ruin your intro. We're going to run it now. What do you guys think?
Hey, we'll do it another time.
So,
we run it after a while.
So the one thing that me and Bruce have caught is that you got a podcast show yourself, you and another model builder, correct?
Well, it's T over at MuttModeler Customs. He's the creator of the Sprue Crazy, and it's just something. It's simple, you know. We just find people, you know, we can get on the interview and you know we can we could just talk, have fun, talk about different stuff, share tips, share bills, and you know if we see deals somewhere on kits and stuff like that, you know, it's just sharing information, just to have fun, you know, and just to get people, you know, just to just get the community together, you know, for a lot of people who, you know, who've been want to join a podcast and they never have, you know, and stuff like that. So that's basically what it's about.
Yeah, no, me and Bruce, we watched, I know one for sure. I think the one I seen was with Leon was your guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leon,
Really good show. You guys did a really good job. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was we had Leon, we had Joe from Model Building Corner, we had David. Now David Embry, he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he's a great supporter, and we have a Facebook page that he started for him and I. But you know, he's a great builder too as well. So we had him on there at one point. The thing about it is just being consistent with it, because you know sometimes everyday life get in the way, and that's why we haven't been on, because of, you know, what I got going on here and stuff he got going on. So it's gonna be delayed another couple of weeks. Hopefully by the beginning of August we'll be able to get back with it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Also, you have we all have a mutual friend somewhat. You in the same model club with Ed, right?
With Ed, Ed Hood, yeah.
Yeah,
Ed Hood, yeah. He's here in Houston, and I need to call and check on him because I haven't seen him. He haven't been to a club meeting. He haven't uploaded any video, so I really need to call and check on him. Yeah. I knew he was out of town, I believe, working. So I definitely need to call and check on him, though. I've been worried about him, just now that you say something about it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with it, is because nobody's seen hide or hair of him. And
yeah, I have his number. I give him a shout here, probably when we're done here. But Yeah, and he's a very, very great builder as well. Very creative. His models, he liked to light them up, and he
Yeah.
also had a. I think he was trying to start a group build. I don't forgot what it's called, but he's a great builder too, man. Uh, so yeah, I definitely need to give him a holler to see what's going on with him. Yeah, let him know people in the community have been, asking about him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Tell them we all said hi.
Yes, sir.
Really?
So a little bit of a little bit about myself. I don't know if a lot of you guys probably already know because I announced it once before, but I haven't been building that long. I've been building maybe about I want to say maybe about 2.5 years now, and I got into building for the nostalgia of things. If you could get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I wanted to start out building my favorite car, which was the Oldsmobile 442. And as a kid, I used to see these kits in the stores, and I never. I bought one time from Toys R Us, and when I opened it, I'm like, this all in pieces. I thought it was the entire car in it. So my grandfather took it back to the store. So now here I am 30, 35, 40 years later. Now I'm trying to figure out. I go buy one. I say I'm going to go ahead and build it because I watched a lot of YouTube channel. Craig Corner and Angelo Workbench was the first two channels I watched to get tips on, how to paint and stuff. And I went and bought a lot of. I went and bought airbrush. I went and bought different paints because I wanted to build this model, and it came out decent for me. Just to be starting, it came out decent, and it just went from there. But what I the original plan when I first started was to build replicas of every vehicle that one of my family members own.
Okay.
Which is the 67 Ford F-100. Like the Mobile that the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. I wanted to build one like I had. The 51 Chevy pickup, the 50, I think it's 51 or 52, so those are the ones that I want to build. But in the process of it, what happened is that I got caught up in group builds and other stuff like that. I never got a chance to do it. So I think my plan now is when I come back to the benches, I'm going to finish what I got going on, which is I got the Camaro group build that cousin Vinny had. I'm way over. It's been over, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it. I want to finish the lowrider group build for Leon. Then we're going to finish the custom group build for our friend Paul right here, the custom
Yeah.
illustrated group build. So once I finish those, I'm going to go back to my original plan so it can be fun for me still because it had begun to get stressful, because I wasn't able to finish a build. I didn't have time. So I'm going to do that. And hey, then let the fun begin again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to say this, and then we'll let Paul ask you some questions. But I really enjoyed your USAC build as a Mopar guy myself. I love your dart. Your dart turned out great. And the other one that's a favorite of mine is your Terry Senior tribute build. I really enjoyed.
Okay.
That.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I can tell you that USAC, that was my first time joining. I had a blast with it. As y'all know, I'm a General Motors, big fan of General Motors, big fan. Mopar, I had fun with that. Just the ideas. I could be sleeping, wake up, and I think of an idea, that comes up, and that's how it came out. I really, really enjoyed that build. The one for Senior, it came together like clockwork. It was like you could have sworn Senior might have been here at the bench with me, putting this together. I had no issues with it at all, and like the decals was perfect, of course, because they came from STS.
Yeah.
Shout out to STS anyway. They're going to be here Saturday at the Space City Shootout here in Stafford, Texas. So they're
Awesome.
going to be here too. Yeah, and I use a
Cool.
lot of my parts from MCV. Matt, he will be there too, I believe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we've had Matt on the show. He's a good guy.
oh yeah, most definitely.
Nice. So how are the current projects coming out? You got a couple, at least one truck you were working on.
Yeah, I was working. That's the truck, the only truck. Well, that white truck. I took it out. That Chevy, this one here, the '77 Chevy. So I
Yeah.
took it out. I took it out just to get an idea to. I built the bed cover for it, and I just took it out because I wanted to see how it was going to fit. Because I planned on doing a tribute build for my best friend.
Nice.
He lost his wife, so I was going to do a tribute build for him, and it was going to be silver with the purple accents and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys can see it; that light is too bright, but that's the bed cover I made for it.
Nice.
So I will get to that one once I'm done with everything else I got on the list, and I also have the pickup truck that's for your group building that I have working on too.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very cool. I know you and I have talked before and text. I was curious. I was actually going to get a hold of you at some point and find out. I know we were talking about with builds, balancing group builds, your own builds, and then just the general planning of your builds. I know for myself, it's made a big difference going back, taking a little more time up front planning. Did you ever get around to kind of working on that as well yourself? Planning out your builds?
Well, yeah, that's when I came up with the solution to where I'm going to go ahead and knock out what I have going on now, and I'm going to go back to the fun of things where I was actually having fun. I mean, not saying don't have fun building, but
yeah,
it's what I want. I want to get my purpose out the way first, and then I want to go on to catching up with everything else.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I think a lot of us sometimes it's easy to get caught up in group builds, feeling obligated, and then losing the fun out of the builds. I know June and I have been talking about that, and just going back to getting them done, like you said, but having some enjoyment in them as well.
So I really enjoy open up a box and looking at just bare styrene car, and then turn around making it look realistic. That's like the best part ever. I that's the most part. At the end, I pat myself on the back, because to me it looks good. Like my buddy Joe say, hey, if it look good to you, it's the correct way, no matter what nobody else thinks.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So how are things going with the channel and stuff? I don't think you posted as much right now.
So no, I haven't been posting. Like I said, that snake scared me away. Like Leon told me, he said, big country boy, scared of a little old snake.
Yes. I see that.
Yes, yes, most definitely. I don't do snakes at all. I mean,
so you didn't give him a name then. You didn't give him a pet name?
No, hey, that snake was in this window right here. I got two windows over here on the side. It was inside the window. If I would have saw that when I was out here, I probably would have had a fit. Okay. Yeah, all 370 pounds of me would have been going, probably would have made another exit hole in the wall or something like that.
I thought that was going to be your segue into making a pair of boots.
Oh man, we threw that sucker right in the trash can after my son got it out of here. Man, we put it in the trash can. That was it. I didn't want no more parts of it. It's still blood on the floor over here, man. That's just I haven't been in here for real. This is my first time being in here. I can't do it.
That's crazy.
Yep. But my channel, I definitely appreciate the support from everybody and to who's ever watching, because I never knew that my channel will make it, this far. And I can't say I had planned on it. I just wanted to share my builds and let everybody see and check out other people's builds too, as well. And I couldn't have picked a better community, a better hobby than what I'm in right now. I thought that people are going to be bashing my builds and stuff like that, and the kindness of everybody is the one that motivated me to keep going, keep posting videos.
Yeah,
definitely,
100%. And the guy that really helped draw me out of my little hibernation of just being, not so YouTube was Senior. That guy was like glue for the community for a long time.
Oh yeah, I know.
Guy,
yeah. And that the model that I picked it because, his son had went to Ollie's and bought, those cars, and he said, He said, "Well, I wish I would have got two of these." You know, and when I remember that when they said it was going to be a senior tribute bill, I remember that I went and found that kit. I said, "I'm gonna build it for you." So he says, you only bought one, I bought the other, and I want to build it for you." You know,
Same kit.
And, kudos to the whole Got Fuels team over there. You know, Brian and Fred and them guys coming up with,
Brian,
with the group build in memory of Terry. That was really cool deal. And you know, Terry was like a father to all of us, and especially those guys, because you know those guys knew him the longest. You know, so.
Oh yeah. I hadn't known him that long. Me and him used to communicate through the chat, you know, and stuff like that. And then after a while, you know, that happens. I'm like, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. But you know, that's a price we all got to pay sometimes. So
yeah, sucks. That's the sucky part of life, is losing your friends or your family, and you know, it's horrible. Another thing that I do like about your channel a lot is I love your diorama that you have in there where the door goes up and the car's coming out, and that is just so cool. I mean, my channel sucks compared to a lot of you guys.
Exactly. Mine too.
I mean, man.
So I give credit to Joe over at Model Building Corner. He done an intro, something similar to that. And I called him up. I was like, Joe, I said, man, can I use your idea? He was like, sure, go for it. And that's the idea I came up with. And the car that's coming out was for my my group build. I built that for my group build, 50s and 60s on Stilly's group build. So that was the one I used, and I decided to go ahead and make the intro out of it. And you know, but that diorama, I have to repaint it, and I want to paint it a General Motors color. And then I'm going to use get another diorama built for, you know, just my pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we got Ed in here now.
I was just going to say Ed's here. Yay!
Yeah. See, that's another guy. One Team Garage. His videos are really good too. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ed, man. He's the guy, man.
He is.
Yeah, Ed, he's the guy. We communicate, you know, in text messages, man. You know, a lot of it, you know, he's the one that influenced me to do bare metal foiling. You know, I was watching the video where he did bare metal foiling, and he did it with ease. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. So I done it on the 64 Malibu, which is where I won second place in Street Machine group build. I mean, it's not the group build, but in second place in Street Machine at one of our shows that we had here. So ever since then, I've been trying to do my bare metal for you, and it just came out so perfect that time.
Yeah,
nice, very cool.
Yep.
Are you going to be partaking in the 48-hour group build?
No.
Come on.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year after I get everything together, because I found out about this one thing about this YouTube thing. You got to be organized. You cannot do this unorganized. I'm nowhere near organized. If you look at my bench right now, you'd be like, "What the hell is going on?"
All of our benches right now.
Yeah, never feel
not even close.
Yeah, you know, it's been sometimes that behind me, this is a backdrop, but I have a curtain right here that I keep closed. Well, that's the entry to in here, and you can come in from the other way. But it's been times I came out here and said, okay, I'm gonna come to the bench with my bill, and I walk out here, I look, I just close the curtain back. I'm like, you know what, I can't. It has to be another day.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, Red.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah.
I can't see none of the comments. How do I see the
They're all
comments?
talking about snakes.
Man,
He's
come
going
on,
your
man.
way.
Why are we gonna talk about snakes? We don't want to talk about no snakes. For the first 3 nights, I didn't even want to come out through the garage to get in my truck. I used to want to go out through the front door, and I'm like, no, I'm going out through the garage.
Was it at least a rattler? You could say it was the big bad one.
No, I don't know. Some people say it was a Louisiana pine snake, or no, a rat snake.
is.
or whatever. The thing about it is, it's a snake. I don't care what kind of it can be a garage snake, a grass snake, a jack snake, a rabbit snake.
As
It's
a
a
tongue,
snake,
it does this.
and it will bite.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't do it, man. We me and snakes don't get along. Yeah, we don't get along. And then it's a creek directly behind my house, so
awesome.
that's where he comes from. Yeah, and he came in through the garage, and I guess he was trying to figure out because the window that it was in was where I had my exhaust to my my paint booth. So I guess he felt a little air coming in there, and he was trying to figure out how to get out.
Gotcha.
Can you see that comment when he highlights it?
Yeah, I'm glad you're not allowed to make it easy. This video, I can't do it for some reason.
Just gotta jump in there and do it.
Oh, we make it look easy. You know, recording videos, I was so nervous, man, when I didn't know what I was like, should I post this? Did I say the right thing? Did I sound goofy or what? And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to upload it. You know, so yeah, recording is not an easy thing for me. Sometimes bloopers. My daughter told me I should record the bloopers because sometimes I start over and over again. I'd be like, hey, what's up, everybody? This is JT. Welcome back to another shot. And then I had to start over again. And I would do that 12, 13 times, you know, because I feel like that it should be right, you know. So
yeah, that's probably a good idea, really. That she's
right. Yeah, the bloopers, She told me I should do so. Yeah, I know Jason over at Blue Ox say he don't edit out nothing. If he mess something up, he just mess it up. You know, so I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. If I mess it up, I just mess it up and just keep going. Because it takes out time when you gotta go back and fix it.
It takes a lot of time if you get involved, like Bruce edits a lot.
Yeah.
You would not believe the stuff I cut out.
I think I cut out a lot of stuff too, man. It takes out too much time though to do that. So, you know, if it's not too bad, I go ahead and leave it.
Yeah, I leave some of it in just for giggles.
Minimal editing here.
Yeah. Especially with my daughter when she's out here with me, and she, you know, I don't know if y'all heard her in some of the videos or not, but you know, sometimes she will help me out here. And me and her would mess up. She say, you should keep that in there. You should put that as the blooper. So maybe I will do so. I'm trying to get her on her own YouTube channel as well. She has one, but she started to deal with Legos now. So I'm hoping I could, you know, help her out with her YouTube channel to where other kids can watch her do full builds with Legos and stuff like that. Cool. Give me just a sec. You said we can do what? You got it in there? Okay. Okay. Let me know how I do it first. Yeah, no, that's my son. He's fixing my daughter. He's putting a transmission control module back on my daughter's car, so we're gonna see if it's working or not. I hope so. That's awesome. Yeah.
Fun.
I try to get him in the building too, but he's more into the real thing. So hey, I don't blame him.
Go through that. I mean, that's what got. I think Paul would probably agree with it. I mean, we built as kids, and then the intention was to get into the real cars as we got older, which you know we all kind of did, and now we're back playing with these things, and it's awesome. You
know? Yeah. See, I have a 82 Riviera convertible that I have that, you know, I've been working on for the longest. But like you say, as I got older, my intention was to deal with these cars, but they're so expensive. And I don't know about where you guys over here in Texas, man. It's hard to find somebody to work on an older vehicle because the body shop, they want to do insurance jobs, quick insurance jobs. And the mechanic shops, they want to do quick fixes, you know. So it's hard to find somebody to restore old vehicles. And if you do, they charge you your arm, leg, and half of your chest too. So, you know, I can't afford that, man.
With the 57 back here, it was either built, you know, here at the house, in the garage, the backyard, or predominantly trade work with friends. Otherwise, we couldn't afford to do it just to take it shop to shop. There's no way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you got to be careful who you take your stuff to, man. It's some people are not to be trusted.
Definitely.
Unfortunately. Well, Bruce, we're at that halfway mark. You want to run the sponsors?
Yeah. Well,
or can't you do it on?
I thought I had that ready. That's what I was looking for. I'm going, This new program is so much
he's been
fun.
quiet.
I'm telling you guys.
He's been occupied over there. He's been quiet. I know he was
I
occupied doing
was
something.
waiting for him to say, "Okay, here's a stopping point."
Yeah.
Let me see what
Yeah, he's locked in. He's
keep on talking. Let me see what I can get going here.
There. Now what'd you do?
We'll just do it like this. Maybe I can.
Yeah,
there we go.
Everybody went to the bottom.
There we go.
Be rested.
I want to remind everybody that we are doing our first annual breast cancer awareness 24-hour group build, October 11th, 2025, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. That'll run in conjunction with Bob's Model Works Chris Cortell Annual Cancer Awareness Group Build, which runs from October 1st to October 31st. A link is in the description for that one, so check that out too and sign up for his. Also in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page I set up for the American Cancer Society. We're going to take donations the whole time we're building, and you can start now if you want. But all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society, so any help you can give would be greatly appreciated.
And we're back.
And we're back.
It worked.
We'll get used to this. It'll be a little more. The flow will be a little better, folks.
Hey, so I saw I saw Tiffany, a Dirt Road Cinderella. I just want to say, man, she's an incredible builder for especially the way she weathers vehicles. I love her style of building. Yeah, if you look back at some of the stuff she had built, like trucks and stuff like that, you know, the semi trucks, pickup trucks, farm trucks. Man, she does an incredible job. Yeah.
The two top weathering people that are kind of on my list is Mars from Mars Garage, and then Tiffany from Dirt Road Cinderella. Those two are very realistic. Very realistic.
Oh yeah. I said I wanted to get into that. I was supposed to be in a Russ Bucket group build. It has already started last year. I just did this Camaro. I said, Mars, I don't know how to do, Russ vehicles, but I did come up with, this.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I don't know if you can see in the inside, but the radio wires are hanging out. You know, and I just made it look like this side, you know, the quarter panel, they was doing a rust job. I mean,
Repair job.
fixing a rust job on, and the windshield cracked open, and
Yeah, it's
you
got
know,
that barn find to it. Yeah.
yes, exactly, yeah. And it has the new tires on it. These tires actually came out of that Nova Pro Street kit, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a Nova. Yeah, it was a Nova Pro Street kit. That was one. That was the factory. I just I dechromed them. No, they were already black because that entire kit, every part in it is black. Yeah. So that's the wheels I use. I forgot the tires. The white wall tires come from that Nova wagon kit. The
Okay.
curbside. That's where that comes from. Yeah.
Did you ever finish that Super B kit? Didn't you start like a '69 Super B?
I was going to. I never did. I opened it. I went through it. I definitely I got some. I get reference pictures offline, and the reference picture that I got was light blue with the white decal. So that's what I'm going to go when I go with
Cool.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
124
And I'm getting
kit,
ready
right?
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And I'm getting ready to transition over from rattle cans. I started with airbrush, and I went directly to rattle cans. It was much easier for me. I was more comfortable with rattle cans, and but it's time for me to move over to the next thing. So for Father's Day, I got that the Black Widow from
Yeah.
Harbor Freight. So I got that. I got a gallery brush too. So it's time for me to move to the next. And my advice to somebody that's just getting started, you know, um, it's okay to use rattle cans. Some people say you can't, have a quality car model with rattle can, but I I won a medal with a lot of them that was
Yeah.
rattle can, so and mostly Duplicolor. I love Duplicolor because it actually sprays like an
Mm-hmm.
airbrush. It sprays out in a light mist. So the thing about it is getting the consistency of the
Yeah.
clear coat, with the Duplicolor, so but I'm getting away from it because it works good. Okay, good. I got away from it because I'm getting away from it because the cans stop up, and once the gas is in it, the pressure in it, the pressure goes away after so long, and and it's a waste of money because I never get a chance to really empty out an
Yeah.
entire can. So
And there's nothing wrong with the paint
that's
in those cans. It's just like you said, the propellant.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but there's a lot
Yeah,
of good
so-
builders that use cans, and there's a lot of guys that got tricks where they warm them up, with lukewarm water and get the gas to kind of mix in there and then paint. So,
oh yeah. And in the wintertime, I put it in the dehydrator and let it sit in the dehydrator for a little while and warm the can up. Man, that's another thing that takes away a lot of my time because it's either too hot out here or it's either too cold out here. So I just have to be out here when I can. So I'm going to open up me a space inside the house in the laundry room to where when I come out here and do all my paint and stuff like that, I'm able to take it in the house and assemble everything
go.
together.
It's an idea.
Yeah, man. In my first year building, I probably built about 20 models. That's without adding anything extra. Everything was straight box stock. I didn't start adding extras until the second year. I started adding the carburetors, and then I went on to the spark plug wires and stuff like that. And also, I also built a breast cancer truck, the '51 Chevy. I built that for my best friend, his mother, and I shipped it to her. So that was my first breast cancer group build. I'm hoping I can get in the one I saw in the advertising, but I doubt it because I got too much stuff I need to knock out right now. Like I said, I have this Camaro that I'm working on for Benny.
oh,
I have this one. I still need to finish.
that's beautiful.
Really, I just need to redo the hood on it. I need to redo the hood and polish it up and stuff like that, and it'll be good to
Looking
go.
good.
What paint is that?
Yeah.
It's
That's a That's a
Nice.
duplicolor.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
duplicolor. Yeah. Yeah. And then I have I also have and this one is just about done. I don't even know why I found out on this bill, but this is the one for Leon's
Nice.
bill.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
color.
Oh yeah, that's a testers. I mean, not a testers. No, why did I say testers? I do not like testers paint. That's
Tamiya paint.
Tamiya's. That's Tamiya pearl
Yeah.
green. I think. Yeah,
Those
yeah. Me and testers don't get
Pegasus
along.
wheels.
Yeah.
Those the Pegasus wheels on that.
No, I got those wheels. Those wheels came from Japan, from a guy named Gavin over at man, I wish I could think of his channel, but it's called Model. My God, I forgot. I will have to send you guys a link to it. But no, those wheels come from
Those things are
they
detailed.
come from
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Those are nice.
So I paid that was about 50. It was about $50, but they are
Yeah.
well worth it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're well worth it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now that is a funny thing. You know, we complain because we pay $30 for a kit, but yet when we decide to put on wheels and 3D engines and all this other stuff, we have like $150 in that $30 kit,
Yeah.
and nobody's
And
ever
that
worried
$30
about
kit,
that.
yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, no, trust me. Outside around, I looked. I'm like, man, you know what? I got about $150 in this kit. You know, so that's why I never try to buy a kit full price. On my off days, I would run to every Michael's, every Ollie's. If it's a kit open, I want it. Let me have it. I can
Yeah.
do something with it. You know, like the shows. I'm not, vendors. For people who don't go around to different stores, hobby stores, at the shows with vendors, they'll pay the $30 and $40 for a kit. I'm not. I don't want to do that. I want to pay maybe $10, maybe $15, or I don't want to pay full price for a kit. I want to catch them on sale or at an actual good price. Facebook Marketplace has been so good to me. I bought 3 kits one time for I think a total of $30. It was a Firestone truck, Oldsmobile 442, and I want to say like a Mustang. They was all full kits. I mean, $30. That's the price you buying one for. If you pay full price for one at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So, and when I first bought the Oldsmobile kit from Hobby Lobby, I was like, dang, $32. I'm like, well, this is gonna be the only one I build. Until I didn't know I didn't know nothing about the 40% off. So when I learned about the 40% off, I'm like, okay, I'll wait till the 40% and then I'll buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I found out about the 40% off. I was in the aisle, had my hand on picking it. I was going to throw that kit in the cart. The guy was standing there stalking now. He says, once you come back tomorrow, it'll be 40% off. I go, oh, really? He says, yeah, it's every other week.
Yeah, every other week, 40% off. Yep. And mind you, when I found out it was 40% off, man, I got a bag. I had to post. I got a bag full of Hobby Lobby receipts because it was Hobby Lobby receipts out of my truck, in my pants pocket, I was just going crazy. And then I found out about buying it elsewhere, the other places, So yeah, I got addicted. I probably have about I want to say I maybe got about 250, close to 300 kits right now, and I just buy them. Hobby Lobby had them to where they were $7. Paul, you racked up on them too, huh? Matter of fact, you're a bad influence because I'm gonna tell you what happened. Paul posted a video. He say my kids was over there at the Hobby Lobby. They said so. I said, Dad, they got them for $7 or $8. He said, hey, get every last one of them. So I went to the Hobby Lobby by my house and I saw them. And in my mind, I heard Paul voicing, get every last one of them. And that's exactly what I did. I got about 8 or 9 of them from one store. I went to another store and got about 4. And I'm like, all right, that's enough. Let me save some for somebody else. I mean, but for $7, man, hey, you can't beat that, man. For $7.
He did me the same way, Mr. Jason.
Yeah, and just an FYI,
Somebody said I won't step foot in the Hobby Lobby unless that's Ed. That's Ed. Yeah, he just posted
Michael's.
Yeah, he posted a video too. He was in Michael's.
They've had their Revell
Michael's,
stuff on clearance right now.
Michael. Yeah.
Oh, really?
$15.
Oh,
Gotta
wow.
one first.
So most of the time when I go on Michael's, I look for stuff that's already open, that somebody has been, they open up, and that's how I normally buy from Michael's, because they don't always have a deal, not here anyway. I even found a GTO, the one that everybody don't like, the kit that everybody don't like, the AMT kit with the blue one in the front,
67.
but
Right there.
Yeah. So I just so happen to love that kit, because the first one I built was one for the Lucas C's. You remember when the Lucas C had the group build for that? Yeah. I ended up giving it to my dad. He wanted it, but and it came out good. That was my first time doing the vinyl top look. But anyway, I found one in Hobby Lobby. It was somebody had already painted black. It was a full kit, but everything was painted. The windshield they put glue all over the windshield, but I was like, hey, I want this kit. So I got it for $4. So that'll be a good rebuild, kit, so
yeah.
We'll see whenever I get around to it. We'll see.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you if you've ever done any rebuilders, but yeah, obviously you have. I'm doing one right now, old childhood model, so I'm having a lot of fun with that, bringing it back to life.
What? Well, a rebuilding kit I haven't done, but this one was close to it, because this is one of the ones that I bought from Michael's, and I paid $7 for it, and it had everything missing out of it. So I actually pieced this car together. I had to find seats. I pieced this car together. This was the ball in motion kit. So yeah, and it was missing some of everything in it. So I pieced it together. So if that counts for rebuilding, that's what
that does.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and then I don't think there's nothing else. I don't. And my favorite build out of them all is that AC Delco truck that I built. I just absolutely fell in love with that ramp truck, the AC Delco ramp truck.
That's nice looking truck.
Your Grand National is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
The Grand National, I had issues with that Grand National. It has glue on the paint, because of the windows. I was trying to put the windows in, and I didn't have that much experience then, so that's it. It didn't come out, and I broke the back window. Luckily, Revell sent me another one out, but the only thing I did I just decided to add some white leather tires to it, and it changed the look on it big time, Yeah, and I want to build that one because of, I don't know if y'all watch G Body Garage or not. Ryan over at G Body Garage. Well, he deals with a lot of G Bodies, Oldsmobile, Buick, and he found one that he called the Strap National, and that's what I was building that one out there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like the Buick Grand Nationals. I got 2 of those kits. I just haven't figured out what I want to do with them yet. So.
Yeah, they're nice kits. That was another one I enjoyed. Watching the interior come together with the two-tone interior, the gray middle, the outside black. That was my first time ever doing it. I knocked it out the park. If you ask, if I had to put in my opinion to my own work, So I'm looking forward to building another one. Without glue spots in the paint, So, and I just look back at them sometimes. Because it lets me know how far I have came within those 2 years.
You come a long ways.
Yeah. So we'll see how the next how it goes when I get the airbrush. Oh yeah. That's what a lot of people say. You'll love it. Yeah.
What type of paint are you planning on using?
I want to try Tropical Glitz, and I see some other paints. I definitely want a paint that I don't have to mix, because Ed at One Team Garage, I was talking to him about it, and man, he was telling me how to mix in the formulas, and it was like it was like I told him like, "Hey man, I'm like, I hear you, but man, you twisting my brain up right now. You know, the formula for this, and then you got to mix this, and you got to mix." I'm like, man, I can't do it. I need something that's already ready. Let me get it down how to use my airbrush again. Then I'm gonna call Ed back again, and then I'm gonna get all the information again. You know, that way, hey, you know, I know. That's like Craig Corner. You know, I watch his videos sometime. And matter of fact, shout out to Craig because he painted the Oldsmobile for me. I don't know if you guys ever seen that Oldsmobile that he painted. He did an outstanding job. I'm scared to touch it. I have to dress it. I'm scared to touch it. It's perfect almost. I got to put the windows.
I had that in your intro video. I didn't play.
Oh yeah.
Let's go and play that real quick.
I'm scared.
You want to play it?
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah.
Got it queued up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. See, I love that little garage diorama. That
it is. It's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that off of I purchased that off of YouTube. Off of eBay.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it was like maybe like $150, but it was well worth it because you know, hey, it's a full garage, full office area. I just have to furnish it, and you know, after I paint, I end up putting it to the side because I didn't put the windows or anything in it. But it's definitely going to be a great piece when I'm done with it. I might save it for a winter project. You know, after everything slows down, I might save it for that. But I'm definitely going to paint it because I wanted strictly General Motors, and like I said, then I'm going to build another one for, you know, for all other makes and models. You know, other bills that I have for to take pictures with, and you know, because what I have right now, what do you see now? Everything is on a cardboard box still, and I've been had that since I started, and I started building on a card table that had a big dent in the middle of it. So when I was building, I had problems with parts rolling down in the dent of the table, you know. So I rearranged everything, and I got me one of these lifetime tables. I wanted to cry because I had to get rid of my rusted card table, but it was time for it to go, man.
Well, another paint you should look into too would be scale finishes. That's out of the bottle onto the model. That's his theory, but he will also custom blend your colors too. So
yes.
Oh yeah,
cool.
yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah, I was going to buy that. It was a box that he had, and I missed the time on it, didn't get a chance to get it, but definitely scale finishing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the mystery box. Yeah, definitely going to try that. Yeah,
but yeah. Feel free to hit any of us up too if you ever have questions on mix and paint, especially Paul. I mean, Paul's been around auto body mixing paint his whole life, so.
Oh yeah, I know.
I think he was in diapers.
Yeah, no, and And not to mention every model that Paul showed, you know, between him and his pop and his kids, you know, I think that everything comes out good, and I like the fact that, you know, that it's you family origin, you know, so you get a chance to do it all with your kids, your dad, you know, that's a good deal. I like that.
Yeah, no, I grew up around that stuff. Yeah. We've got the shed out there with quart cans of House of Color stuff. I mean, some of that stuff goes back to stuff I bought back when I was in high school, and that was a lifetime ago. But I mean, it holds up. Wow. Yeah, showing Jason some stuff we were spraying the other day in the orange. Yeah, that goes back to probably 1995 or 6 when I bought that quart.
Yeah.
Lasts a long time when you're buying by the quarts and you're spraying models.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Someone said MCW. Yeah, I saw that too, MCW paints. I see a lot of people using that too as well. I just don't want to have to mix nothing right now. I don't need nothing else to make my nerves
Yeah,
bad right now.
your tropical blitz, scale finishes, MCW splash, a lot of that'll come pre-done. I found some of them I do have to reduce a little bit if I'm using the airbrush. Yeah, I was using one the other day. It was a little heavy in the airbrush, so I did add a little reducer, but that's pretty. I mean, my pops used to have a fit because I just eyeball stuff in a Dixie cup for model cars, and he's got his measuring cups and everything, and I'm just out there with the Dixie cup measuring, So yeah, whatever works, right?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever works. Yeah, there you go. Whatever works, and that's what I have been doing. Doing whatever works. That's what I've been going with.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yep. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, y'all just stay tuned. I got my group bill going to come up. I was going to announce it earlier a couple of months ago. Never got a chance to do it because I'm going to change the date on it. So I think this year I will have the start date for September the 2nd, probably all the way until May the 14th of 2026. And that's the 50s and 60s on still is. So, and I also had another group bill in mind too, but I'm going to put that one on hold until I'm able to even join my own group bill myself. You know what I mean? But I know it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's waiting on the announcement for the 50s and 60s on still group bill for this year.
That's a fun one. I've got to finish mine from last year. So when you announce the other one, hopefully we'll have two of them will get done for the show and the end.
Yeah, so it's no rush, man. Even if you don't finish it in time, and I got that idea from my good buddy Frank over at Frank's Model Works. He said, "Hey, I'm in a group bill. If I don't get done by that day, then so be it. I just don't get finished with it. And I would like to finish my group bills on time, but if I don't, then I just don't.
Exactly. I'm same way anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have that, and obviously can't speak for everybody, but for myself at least, talking to June about group builds and kind of how you were saying, and how Jason and I have talked about it, it can get stressful when you're thinking of this list of stuff you do, and yet you got other things you want to do. Because if you're like me, your focus shifts all over the place. And I think just going back to the point that, hey, you participate to show some support, and you get it done when you get it done. And I know myself in my group build, hey, it's great. Someone gets in there, has fun, and they finish it tomorrow, great. If they finish it next year, great. I mean, it is what it is. It's all for fun and the shelf,
Yep.
And there's a lot of great group builds out there right now. A lot of them. Like the Street Machine group build. I mean, I've had a fun with building that last year, but I don't think I'll be able to do it this year. I really wanted to, like I say, the Camaro group build that Cuz Vinny had. You got the Glory Days group build that Jason and Joe and Tiffany that they're doing. You got the van group build, which is the one that I was working on. I need to go ahead and paint it. That van that I was trying to make the door slide on. That one that's hosted by Doug over at Douglas Doug Model Garage. There's a lot of group builds going on right now. A lot of them.
Good ones.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start writing them down. If I don't get a hold to it this year, then I know for sure next year. Maybe I might split it up. The ones I'm doing this year and next year, I will probably skip those and do another group build. And I like to support everybody. It's just I try to go out my way to support everybody because like I say, the way the community is, it's just a lot of genuine people in this community. I just I'm sometimes I get speechless about how everybody looks out for each other. Somebody might post a video and say something what they need, and one person will send it to them. Whether it's a kit, a part, or anything. It's just I just like it, man. I have a giveaway coming up soon. I probably do it whenever I get back here again. You guys really broke the ice for me, by pulling me by the arm and making me come back out here tonight. So but
You're welcome.
yeah, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce, like, hey, you coming, right? You're gonna do this, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I was worried you wasn't gonna go out to the
Yeah, I'm
shed.
gonna do it. Every day I'm like, oh man, it's almost that time to go. It's almost Thursday. It's almost that time. I gotta get my heart right, stick my chest out. I gotta come out here and do it. Yeah, so but yeah, I got a giveaway coming up. Just to show my appreciation to everybody. Just give people, because everybody that comments and stuff like that, I want everybody to have a fair chance of, winning stuff and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not going to announce it because a lot of people will see giveaway in the description, and here come a lot of new people. So I try to avoid that to keep all my regular people, that actually watch my channel, to give them a chance to win, something. So
for sure.
Yep. And I know Paul sent one was that one giveaway I did? You put in some custom illustrated
magazines.
Magazines, yeah. So I definitely appreciate
those
that.
are cool. Those are cool little magazines. They really are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
A lot of stuff in there if you like the hot rods, customs, and stuff like that.
And those are.
So that's why I get a lot. That's why I get a lot of ideas from. Like MacBooks. I don't know if you guys know anything about Maple Motors or not, but they're on YouTube. Well, so it's a car dealership, a classic car dealership, and they show all the inventory they get every time. But it's a lot of cool stuff they have on their lot, and it gives you ideas, for building. Me, like Jason said once before, at Blue Ox, he said that he's a box stock plus builder, and I'm like, you know what, I am too, because I like to build a lot of stock, but I do add spark plugs, wires, carburetor, maybe some 3D parts like the keys, which is I got that idea from. I started using that ever since I saw Tiffany over Dirt Road Cinderella doing it. But I just like classic builds. I'm not, I don't want to do too much, and I don't want to do too little. I want it to look authentic as possible. So
it's a rabbit hole for sure.
It can be a rabbit hole.
Especially
nowadays with all the parts that are available.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God, man! It's so much stuff available. I'm like, I gotta get this and I gotta get that. As of right now, I'm looking for stuff right now for my diorama, because I got this from my buddy T. He printed that out for me and sent it to me. But that's a tire machine, so I'm probably going to use this. But my idea for it is that I want two or three workstations, meaning I want a toolbox, and a toolbox, and then a tire machine, how a regular mechanic shop looks when you walk in there. That's exactly how I want it to look. Even, so that like I said, it'd be something that I would work on during the winter time when it get cold and stuff slows down, and I get caught up on bills. Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, we're at the top of the hour. Bruce, you want to do our channel shout outs here?
Of course, then eventually you start adding Arduinos and Nanos to your kits too.
Oh, great. Even
oh man, yeah.
Thank you, Mark, or Grandpa Mark's Hobbies.
And Seamus.
Seamus. That man is lighting the world one model kit at a time.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's do the shout outs here. Let's see, what screen is that one on? There it is.
Hello, Kelly. Is that Kelly?
So we got Kelly over Model Car Archaeology. Good guy, great builder. I've been checking his stuff out. Looks like he's jumping in the Porsche and Mars Rust Bucket group build. He has a really cool red Chevelle. I think he posted it about a month ago. Check that one out if you get a chance. It's on one of his Sunday models, morning model cars and coffee. Really clean build. I really like that one of his. And he's also right around the 968 sub mark. So if you like his stuff, give him a sub and get him bumped over that 1K. But really nice stuff over there. He's been knocking out.
Yeah,
with some of the past builds.
Yeah, he also does the what I like that what is it called? I like that. Is that what it called? The videos that he do sometimes?
I'm not sure.
Not sure
I
if he
can't
does.
remember.
Yeah.
It's some videos that he have. I gotta go back to his channel. Why? But he uploads some videos sometime, and it's called "Hey, I Like That" or
Something
something.
like that. I can't remember. I looked
with
at it
that
the other
name.
day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Really good builder.
But yeah, Kelly, yeah.
And the next one is
That one's mine. That's our good buddy Craig, the MuttModeler. Everybody knows that starting tomorrow is your 48-hour, 8 o'clock start time, or whatever works for your schedule. You just got to try and get your 48-hour group build done in 48 hours and track it via the Facebook page or the YouTube if you're a content creator. So really good guy, really great channel. I enjoy talking with Craig. I really appreciate all he's doing for the community, both on Facebook and on YouTube, and keeping this 48-hour group build alive. This is the group build that I met Paul for the first time, Paul and Leon, and it was so much fun that I'm going to put myself through punishment again starting tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Be my first.
So is that the same group build that Jeff Lawless built the dually for in 24 hours?
No,
No.
24 hour. He was in the 48-hour the first year I did it, and that was, I think, the International Scout he put together.
Oh, okay. I know one of those group builds. I think it might have been a 24-hour group build. He did a fantastic job on it, though.
A lot of these guys did a really good job. Leon did an actual lowrider paint job in 48 hours. I was like, no way is this guy getting done, and he did.
Oh man, yeah. I think I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Leon has came a long ways with his build, man. With his paint jobs and stuff like that, man. He has come a long way.
Man, the tape genius.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last but not least is mine. And that's Ralph over at Muscle Car Modelers. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, please go subscribe to all these channels we showed. He's an awesome builder. He does lots of great tutorials. The reason why I picked him is because he just did one on how to black out the hoods and stuff on his Mustang, and the way that he does it, and it is an absolutely cool process because he does it right on top of the clear coat. And it's just amazing how he did that. So, like I said, right now we're going to give all these guys a like, share, subscribe, and tell them AMC Livecast sent you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And jump into the 48-hour group build tomorrow, 8 p.m. your local time.
Your local.
I definitely have fun watching because I'm definitely not joining.
He's got a Discord channel. It's supposed to be 48 hours. I have not been able to find it yet.
Yeah, I looked last night too, and I couldn't find it on the Discord.
Hopefully he's going to get it up sometime tomorrow. Of course, in our sponsor, they have the Pro Street effing and everything group build. Jump in on that one.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Yep.
So
yeah,
do what you can on these group builds, like everybody's saying. Don't sweat. If you get it done, great. If you don't get it done, that's great too.
That's great too. Long as you get it done, and you're having fun with it. Yeah. That's all I can. Or either you do like Jason, find you a quick build. Once he built that the Honda City. I think he
yeah.
built it in 24 hours, maybe. Was it 24 hours or 48
Yeah.
hours? Find something easy to do.
Yep.
If you want to do 24-hour, 48-hour
Yeah.
group build. And to me, that's pure therapy for somebody to when you able to do a quick build. There's something about a quick build that just
Yeah.
rejuvenates you.
Plum puzzle.
Big
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
curbsides are good for that.
hmm
They're
Yeah.
both $7 to a
Yeah.
motorbike.
Curbside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with that little motorbike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going,
That
that's a great idea. I got all 6 of them. Why didn't I pick that?
That
Yeah.
was a fun
Yeah.
little build that Iceman printed up. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's do our sign off here. Again, I'll start. Again, I want to say thanks for Paul for coming in here and co-hosting with us tonight. Of course, got to thank our fine guest here, JT. Go over there, check out his channel. It's a great channel, very entertaining. If you want to see a channel that sucks, you watch mine. If you want to see a channel that's really good, you go to JT's. You'll love his channel. No, he's a great builder.
Yeah.
He's got a cool ass garage. I love it. I really do. Keep up the good work, JT. And of course, thanks to our
Thank you, sir.
producer, Bruce. He's fighting with this restream all night, but we're getting it down.
I'm going to echo everything
Yeah,
Jason just said, and I'm going to crack the whip on this thing. We're going to win it. It's kind of like bare metal foil, You keep poking at it, it'll work sooner or later. But once again, I want to thank Paul and JT both for being here tonight, and I want to thank each and every one of you out in the chat that's watching, because at one time we had 42 some people. So that is awesome. Thank you. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, just to let everybody know that right now. And still on summer hours.
Yep.
So thank you, each and every one of you.
Well, thank you guys for
thank you all
for tuning in. Thank you, Jason, Bruce, having me. JT, always good to chat, brother. Yeah, June and I are just finishing up our 48-hour group build, so we'll have that video up either later tonight or tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be checking your stuff out, tuning in while I'm at work over the weekend, and we'll see y'all later. Appreciate everybody.
JT, go ahead and plug yourself again.
Yes.
So I just want to thank you all again for inviting me to this podcast. I definitely had a good time. This hour and 8 minutes we've been on here went by fast, and I definitely appreciate the support you all showed me to my channel, and to everybody that's out there. Hey, like they say, if you're in a group build and you can't get it finished, don't worry about it. But y'all stay tuned for my group build that I will be announcing here. It's going to be next month. I announce it because it's going to be for September, so it's going to give everybody time to get their stuff together. But once again, I definitely enjoy the community. I appreciate you all for having me. And like I said in my videos, that's it. That's all I'm out, y'all.
You're welcome anytime, sir. You're welcome
anytime. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
So I do have an outro set up, so hopefully this works.
We'll see. We might be on here all night.
Not everybody.
All right. See y'all.